SwoleBenji here. Today we're going to be testing if the Greataxe or the Infernal Scythe is better for soloing group dungeon mobs. Now, I haven't gotten to really play with the Infernal Scythe since it's been buffed. So we're on the test realm. You see my guild name, Testing Test Realm. I have 857 million silver. It's the test realm, which means I have maximum spec in every single thing, okay? So we are going to get a good damage test here today. First off, we're going to be using this Keeper Bolt Arrestor to see how much damage that we actually do. And we're going to compare it, okay? Now the interesting thing is that the Greataxe has an item power of 1784, but because the Infernal Scythe is an artifact item, it has an item power of 1834. At its just regular state, I did not upgrade them to like good or masterpiece or any of that. This is just regular, normal quality weapons so that we can get an even test. Now, I did bring the wrong food. I'm supposed to use life steel roast, but I brought a cabbage soup. It's fine. We're still overpowered for this group dungeon. You'll notice the mob is tier 6. Because we are in a tier 5 static dungeon. So let's go ahead and start the test. We're going to compare, right now we're just going to compare the Q damage. So let's hit this thing with Q. Alright, so that's 165 and then 15. Alright, let's see how much more this does. And I'm using the same passives and the same abilities. So it was 165 and 15. So let's see how much more that the Q does. So 261, wait, what? Wait, what? That was 265. Did I mess up the Q? Let's try again. That seems like way too big. Like, that hit way harder. That hit almost 100 damage harder. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, that's 250. Okay. So, 250 let's look at our combat logs. 250 versus 265, right? Yeah. And the dot is 1 more damage. No, it's 261. So we're doing 11 more damage with the Infernal Scythe. All right. So we know that the Q and the W are going to do more damage. So already we know that the Infernal Scythe wins there. But how about our E spell? Because one is Whirlwind, and the other one is, well, Bloody Reap. But Bloody Reap is really potent when the enemy is below 40% life. Is that only the second attack? Oh, yeah. It's the second swing that's the execute. Okay, so let's just test the E damage. So this mob has 6262 HP. So we're just going to press E on it. I want to make sure it's alive. There we go. And then we're just going to press E. No buffs. Okay, so it's at 5158 HP. Let's copy that. And let's reset now. Now, one thing to note is the cooldown. This has 25 seconds of cooldown. And this only has 20 seconds of cooldown. So, what that means is if this hits for more, it automatically wins the DPS test. So, let's see how much we hit for. Okay, so it's at 5432. Looks like Greataxe. How much? Let me pop a calculator. We're gonna do 5432, and I'll show you the calculator. And then minus 5158. So that is a 274 damage difference. Now, is it worth the 5-second cooldown, though? But at the same time, the mobs, if they're below 40% life, will take double damage. So it's something we got to test, all right? But we can't really test it on this Bolt Arrestor anymore. So let's test it on some... Let's fight some mobs with our Infernal Scythe and see how it feels. So here's some tough boys, and let's go ahead and fight them as if we would normally. So do the combo, do some autos, hit them up. Now another thing that I need to check is the auto attack, like attack speed and all that kind of fun stuff, right? So it looks like I've been able to get these mobs below 40% now, so I'm about to be able to execute them hard style, like here we go. So that hit pretty darn hard, right? So it took me 2 rotations, basically 2 rotations or 40 seconds to get them into lethal range, right? So, because I casted this and like I do WQ into E, and then I do more WQs into E's, and it took about two rotations to get them down to where they would die. So now we're going to switch to the Greataxe and do the same fight same rotation and see if it's any faster. Alright. So we hit him with that, hit him with this, spin him up, hit him with some autos, hit him with more Qs. I'm gonna get a shield here so I can get some mana. Alright, here's our second rotation of W. And there's the Wizard Patrol. So, I think we have them a little bit lower, but we would have had our Infernal Scythe cooldown up by now. I'm just gonna go ahead and potion here, grow big. So, it's still about 2 rotations to kill them, right? But, is it faster? So let's switch back to the Infernal Scythe now, and now let's actually look at the auto attack real quick. Physical damage 280. This one has a physical damage of 268. Damage per... Let's see, hold on, I gotta look at the attack speed. Our attack speed is 0.8 with Infernal Scythe equipped. It is also 0.8 with Greataxe. So what this means is that Infernal Scythe is obviously the higher damage auto attack weapon. So it wins in both Q damage, W damage, and it might just be better in E damage, but let's go ahead and actually kill these guys this time. So the cool thing is that I'm able to stack up the W before the E actually like lands, so that it's doing like full damage. And I gotta admit, this does feel pretty good. And I want to combine my W with the E. So I'm gonna hit W, and then I'm gonna hit E. And yeah, they're pretty much dead. I mean, so am I because I don't have Lifesteal Roast equipped, but that, that wasn't bad. And I have Hellion Jacket, so I obviously wouldn't die in a real situation there. For those that don't know, like, you just pop Hellion Jacket and it fully heals you, right? Let's find more. Let's find another mob. Like, these things are pretty annoying, right? As long as I keep moving, they can't really hurt me. So the thing with Infernal Scythe and the Greataxe is that you can attack while moving, which is really freaking heckin' useful, guys. This may look very dangerous, but it's really not. Well, it's getting a little dangerous. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Hellion Jacket there. Yeah, this does not feel bad, but I don't think it's very much faster. Like, I have max spec in Greataxe on live, but I have nothing in Infernal Scythe. And I really need Lifesteal Roast to make this work better, because I nearly died on that. I do have Potion, but... So, I don't know what to think, guys. Like, my tests, it's being a little inconclusive here. It's really hard to tell how much damage we're actually doing, and how much faster we're actually killing. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because, the Greataxe, by default, does a couple hundred more damage per E, but you have to wait 5 extra seconds. Whereas, when you have the enemy low enough in health, you're doing huge damage with the Infernal Scythe. I think this might just be the better, like, lazier dungeon clearing weapon. Obviously, like, light crossbow and spirit... The spirit spear, I forget the name right now, because it's been a while since I've played. Those are obviously faster for clearing, but they're more risky. I like the lazy play style of the axes. Now, see, I'm using my E and they're not below 40, so that's kind of troublesome. Using the Spectre Jacket. I'm just killing these normally like I would farm anything else. I'm not, like, being special about it. So I think maybe the Infernal Scythe is only faster if the mob's HP lines up like this. Like, they're clearly dead after that. I don't know, man. I mean, the auto attack does more damage, the W does more damage, the Q does more damage. I just don't know if it's, like, better or not, Let's test it on this little baby mob. So that is below 40 right there. How much do we hit for? 500 and then 1,300. It's so much damage. It's so freaking stupid. Let's wait on our cooldowns and then I'll engage this. Well, let's see, that's a push wizard, or the water wizard, and dude bro axe throw lady. You like my names for the characters, guys? So there is that little delay. I don't know if I like the delay or not, but it does start the cooldown. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. There's so many lines going on. Oh look, I did my daily on the test realm. Oh boy. Come on, I wanna hit these mobs with the E. There we go, and a boop, boop, and down they go. What about mana cost? How's the mana cost looking? Okay, so the mana cost is 124. Ooh, that's big. Okay, but for Greataxe, it is... Well, it's 26.5 seconds times 5, so it's about the same. So they're about the same energy cost. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that the Infernal Scythe is better, or that the Greataxe is better? I mean, yeah, the Greataxe, you can whirl around, you can spin around, and you can't be rooted and stuff. But the Infernal Scythe seems to be pretty good because it just straight up does more damage, and it has a shorter cooldown. So maybe it's the better, like, dungeon farming weapon now. I'm not, like I said, I'm inconclusive. I don't know. But you can get on the test realm, see what you think. Or maybe you know, you yourself use these weapons. I don't know. I can't quite figure it out, guys. Anyway, that's the video. I'm sorry if you did or didn't learn anything. Like, me personally, like, on live, I have max spec in Greataxe because, you know, everyone back in the day said Greataxe was the best weapon, so I just did it, not knowing that it obviously wasn't, but it still has its uses. Whereas Infernal Scythe, you know, it has this sweet execute now, which, you know, if you want to fame it up and use it in PvP, I'm sure you can find one-shot methods. I haven't experimented enough with it, really, but does it clear dungeon mobs faster? That's kind of the purpose of this video, and the answer to that is, well, maybe. If you can get them below 40% life and you actually use your E, otherwise you're just sitting on your E spell. Like, this is an interesting pull. Let's go for this. I don't even know if I hit all the mobs properly there or not. But another thing too is, like, because Greataxe hits more times, that means you get more lifesteal, right? At least that's how I would think it would be. And, holy shit, they're beating the heck out of me. I really need the lifesteal roasts. Holy crap, right? So we got a full W there, and then we hit them with the Infernal Scythe. E, and I mean they still go down about the same. It just I guess I'm so used to, like, Greataxe, man. I'm just way more comfy with Greataxe. I don't know, like, you know, I'm concerned about the lifesteal part, okay? Anyway, I guess that's the video, guys. I'm SwoleBenji. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay soul. Leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you want to see. Now, if you leave a like and a comment at the same time, you got to do both. It's a YouTube combo. It's an algorithm cheat code, okay? It really, really helps out. And 80% of you aren't subscribed. Like, that's a big number, man. Come on. Only 20% of you are actually subscribed to me that watch these vids, man. That's nuts. So please subscribe. It really helps out. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, take care, lads. I'll see you in the next one.